Good morning, everybody, and thank you for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning. We got a lot going on, okay? We got a first alert weather day that's bringing snow, ice, and wind. You can see this camera, our Coronado sky cam there, just shake, or Red River Valley Fairgrounds sky cam, my bad, shaking in the wind out there. And unfortunately, I think it's only going to get worse. One more time, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off talking about that and just that. What's going on outside. Okay, I'm going to get my screen ready to share with you here. And we're just over on the Valley News Live website. I'm just clicked on the weather tab from the homepage. You can see that URL there as well. Fargo, right now we're sitting at 18 degrees, snow showers. Check that out. Look how long this goes, okay? So pretty much all day, we're going to be seeing some sort of wintry weather coming our way. Widespread snow, mixed south and west high wind, potentially hazardous travel, ice, blowing, drifting snow. Oh my. And we're going to check on these travel maps you can see in my tabs in just a second here. But around noon today, we're going to be seeing snow, wind, and freezing rain. This could make for very dangerous travel conditions, okay? Temperature trend, I mean, this is going to be our warmest day of the next 11 days. However, the price that we're going to have to pay with that, winter storm, snow and ice, okay? So 6+, you can see that over there south of Grand Forks, up north as well into that Langdon area, 3 to 6 near Bemidji, 1 to 3 up near Roseau and Baudette. So as we get south too, it looks like Fargo, we're right on the cusp of that 3 to 6, 6+ area. Detroit Lakes, Fergus Falls, 3 to 6. So buckle up. We got a lot going on. I'm going to click on this 11-day planner for us quickly here. Again, today's going to be our warmest day, 32, but with everything that is coming with it, it's not a day to be outside or enjoy that 32 by any means. If you can stay home, stay home. This is going to be for some very tricky travel. Wednesday, we're looking at flurries, 6 degrees. Thursday, we're looking at a 9 and snow. Check that out, snow, flurries, till Friday. And then it really doesn't get much better. Saturday, we're going to have a low of -19. I don't know if we've seen that cold yet this season, so definitely something that we're going to want to brace ourselves for. Sunday, low of -14, high of 6. I mean, Saturday, our high is -2. Ugh, I don't know about that. Monday, we're looking at a high of 10, and then Tuesday, high of 21. I mean, but we got to get through these next few days, right? The snow flurries. Lots going on. So I want to click over here and go to our road maps as well and see what we got going on. A lot has been changing since we first started doing these this morning, and around that 5 o'clock hour, there's been a lot of change. So we've got like, hold on, let me see. We've got some alerts here too. So light snow on the roadway. You can see that between 32 and 9 in Minnesota. I'm going to cruise on down to Highway 10. You can see here some action out on those roads piled up on the side of the road. And then as we get over here, 75, ice on the roadway. We don't have a picture, but ice on the roadway. And you can see pink means completely covered. Blue is partially covered, okay? Navigating up north here. Thief River Falls, you're going to be seeing some action here. We can see that out on the roadway as well. Check that out. Some snow, ice, lots going on. And that's going to continue all the way up north too. So look at that. Pretty much that western part of the state is purple. So that's going to be that travel alert there. We're going to click on North Dakota here, get a better idea of what we're looking at in Fargo. So this has been crazy this morning. So that's a no travel advised alert, right? You can see that, no travel advised, freezing rain. And that has stretched from the northwestern part of the state. This was just called a little bit ago for around that Minot area. So seeing it extend so far south is notable for sure. So that's extended to the South Dakota border from all the way up in Mohall, Botno area. It's gone all the way south to Fort Yates, Linton, Ashley area. And you can see here more in our viewing area, Napoleon, Ashley, Lemoore, Ellendale, Valley City, Jamestown. No travel advised over on I-94, and that starts just east of Valley City. And you can see that too, just east of Valley City, I-94 is no travel advised. Not shut down quite yet, but no travel advised. I-29, let's take a look at that. So, south of Fargo, it looks like right now roads are slushy in Fargo. Could that mean ice? Potentially. So, this is not a set your cruise control in town at 55 on the interstate. Do not do that. Take it easy. Even if there's nobody out on the roads, please be safe. South of Fargo, we're going to see scattered snow on I-29. And then as we cruise on in here, look at that Lisbon area, Ransom County, you're going to be seeing some completely covered icy roads. And then we have some north of Winemere, west on towards Milner. We're going to have some partially covered snowy roads, some scattered snow there. South of Wahpeton towards Fairmount, you're going to be seeing that scattered snow as well. And that's for I-29 near Morton as well, up north to Colfax. So I want to go up here to the northern part of the state here, the northeastern. We're going to have that freezing rain alert, that travel alert, snow and freezing rain. So that is going to be over here, Cavalier, Langdon, Grafton. You're going to be seeing that. And as we get into Devil's Lake, we're going to be having completely covered icy roads. Lot to be aware of today. If you have to hit the roads at all, please be careful out there. Findlay, Cooperstown, you're going to be seeing that as well. As we head on north, though, I saw this a little bit ago, and we're going to have to check in on this in a little bit. It says I-29 road closed near the Drayton exit. That's northbound here. I'm not sure what that is for, but we'll be sure to send a message out. And it looks like 66 is blocked as well. So we'll send a message out and hopefully get an update for you on what we're looking at there. But yeah, totally a rainbow here. Got lots of colors going on, and that means a lot to be aware of. So remember, you can find these over on our website, valleynewslive.com. I'll show you how to get to them, okay? So I'm over on our website, valleynewslive.com homepage, weather tab, and then you can get to road conditions there. When you click on the North Dakota statewide report, that's going to bring you to that page. If you click on the Minnesota statewide report, looks like that is not going to bring you to that page. We're going to check on that. South Dakota here too. You can get a check of that as well and see what's going on there. And you can see resonating from that North Dakota map down south to around that Aberdeen, Clear Lake area, even down all the way into Brookings, they're seeing some sort of impact. So remember, again, you can find these over on our website, valleynewslive.com. And I do want to say too, that North Dakota Highway Patrol is warning drivers to brace for these conditions over the next several days. They're asking you to reconsider your travel plans as freezing rain and high winds are expected to create those hazardous driving conditions across North Dakota. Like I was just showing you, no travel advised out west and as well as the south central part of the state as well. NDHP warns they may restrict travel for high-profile, long-load, and over-dimensional vehicles if winter weather causes unsafe movement. Now you can check for all of those weather alerts over on our VNL weather app. We'll keep you in the know, up to date with everything you need to be aware of as we continue to take on this wintry weather. And you can also find those on our VNL News app as well. We'll keep you updated there with closings, things along those lines. I want to move on to our news portion of this segment quickly. Newly filed court documents are revealing details about a deadly Fargo shooting. So this is the deadly shooting that we're talking about. You remember this? This was August 3rd. Tyreek Jones, initially charged with murder in the shooting death of Azim Holmes on August 3rd that night, is no longer considered a suspect in that case. Those murder charges have been dismissed, though Jones remains in custody on unrelated terrorizing charges. Reports do indicate Jones was at his apartment playing video games with Elijah Hughes when Hughes got a text and left. Jones then heard what he believed to be gunshots. Hughes was later found dead at the back of an apartment building. During a police interview, officers noticed a cut on Jones's face, which he claimed was a work injury. But video footage shows Holmes hitting Jones with a glass bottle earlier that night in downtown. That was the scene here. Video also captures someone with a gun and multiple people ducking for cover. FPD have not identified a suspect nor suspects in this downtown shooting. However, another man, Ciandre Douglas, is facing charges in the shooting death of Hughes. Jones is due in court later this afternoon. Over in Harwood, a months-long dispute between Harwood and Fargo is coming to an end. Last night, Fargo City Commissioners voting to not annex land near where an AI data center is being built. Commissioner Dave Pepcorn made it very clear he supports mutual first responder aid with Harwood, but he does not support a mutual aid agreement with that data center. Let's take a listen.
We are not going to jeopardize our firefighters going in and fighting a fire in an unknown building with very dangerous chemicals. And the reason this is a big deal is because right now we have a mutual aid agreement with Harwood. And so I'm totally support that, but I will not support having a mutual aid agreement with.
As for the east side of the land looking to be annexed, the commission voted to send the remaining land dispute to mediation. And $12 billion is headed to farmers, the struggling farmers, including those right here in North Dakota. President Trump announcing the aid package Monday to help farmers hurt by his trade war with China. $11 billion will be distributed by February 28th. Remaining $1 billion will be later distributed.
I really think that you aren't going to fix this with one set of payments, and it will not surprise me if we have to be back in looking for additional money, because this is really bad. I mean, the farmers and ranchers are facing an economic crisis that's on the verge of being similar to the 1980s, where we lost a lot of farms.
Farmers will find out how much they're getting by the end of this month. And I want to end this on a positive note here. A local veteran facing a devastating diagnosis received critical help from our community. John Larson, who's lived in West Fargo at his home since 2013, is now in a wheelchair. Doctors found a cancerous mass in his chest this September, giving him just 6 months to live. Unable to get into his home safely, Larson reached out to the Cass County Veterans Services Office. North Dakota Association for the Disabled responding right away, building a much-needed ramp the very next day. Larson drafted into the Army at 19 in 1968 and served his country driving semi-trucks in Thailand. He expressed his gratitude for the ramp, which allows his 2 kids in town to better take care of him. Pretty cool there. Well, that's about all I got for you here on this Tuesday morning. Again, remember, First Alert Weather Day. Good idea to download that VNN weather app so our First Alert Storm team can keep you in the loop, in the know with everything we got going on outside, with all those travel alerts going on. The interstate's going to shut down. We will keep you updated right there. Again, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Drive safe. Please, if you got to drive safe. And we will see you back here tomorrow. I'm Alex Larson. See you then.